Hey guys, what's up? Wanted to come on here, give you a bit of a 4K updated version, if I can, review on the Princess Sally plush. Now, in case you guys are wondering, this is actually an official plush from Sega. This is actually licensed by Sega for sale and distribution, easy for me to say, distribution at the SegaWorld theme parks, mostly in the SegaWorld theme park in Australia, or the Segaland theme park in Australia. And these are very hard to come by nowadays because you got to go on eBay, and these plushes, depending on whether it's the medium size, which this is, one of the bigger sizes, and like I said, which this is, I think it's medium or something like that, or the larger size, because you had three different sizes. You had a small size, which was about this small, just a bit smaller, and you had one that was about a little bit bigger, about that size, I think, and this was the most common one that got sold, which was medium. This cost me about $250 something off eBay back around 2007. And again, they sold this because in Australia at the Sega World there, they had a stage show called Sonic Live in Sydney. And the main characters in there were Sonic, Tails, Robotnik, and Sally. Our three protagonists, Sonic, Tails, and Sally. So that was kind of a surprise. And Sally wasn't just sold as a plush; she was sold as like a little puppet toy. She had a drinking cup with straw and everything included that you could buy. She had T-shirt, clothing, stuff like that. She was treated just as equally as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Yeah, I forgot Knuckles. So Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Sally were all protagonists. Robotnik / Eggman was the antagonist. And it was a musical too, because one of the songs she sings at the end, and I use it in a fan vid that I did years ago, is called "Thank You for Being You." And again, like I said, along with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and Eggman, she got a lot of merchandise sold based around her. So anyway, though, let's take a look at her here. If we can get this to swing around without her falling. As you could see, her design is very reminiscent of Sad AM, but it's kind of in that, but it's based also on the design you would see at Sega World. And there is footage, actually I have it on my YouTube page. Somebody uploaded this on one of the, I don't know if it was a Sonic fan page or something, on Facebook. And what I did is I did a copy the link, paste it, and then download the file and convert it to 4K and even 8K and upload it onto my channel. And it's basically somebody at the theme park hugging a kid while in the Sally costume. So you can kind of see that this kind of is based around that. But it's based off, of course, like I say, her iconic design and everything as well. Now you might ask yourself, well, okay, we've probably seen that video. Now, here's the thing. If you've seen the video or if you haven't seen it, and she falls over here, didn't mean for that to happen. But like I said, if you have seen it, basically, if you have seen it, you might say, well, she doesn't have a vest on. Why does the Sally walking around in costume not have a vest? And that is a good question. I think because maybe the person that wore the costume would have been a little too hard with additional clothing on top of it. I mean, you can only imagine, how hot the costume actors are at places like Disneyland and Six Flags and all that, wearing the costumes they do. But if there's one thing I will give Sega and Sega World and Australia credit for doing, is when they sold the plushes, they sold it with the vest. So I like that. And the vest, I think, is washable. You just got to put it on delicate. And I think Sally herself might be washable, but just got to read up on it and see, like what setting to put it on. But overall, it's a nice piece of, Sonic collection, Sonic history, if you will, when it comes to, having her in the collection. And yeah, the vest is, in case you guys want to know, it is removable. If you want to take it off her, it is, removable and everything. So And I'm sure people have done that already just to wash the vest. And if you are a sewing expert, you know, there you go. But yeah, it is. But yeah, it's one of the rare official Sonic figures, plushies out there featuring a character that you don't see entirely in the game. So that's pretty cool. And again, like I said, she is based. You could definitely tell the design is based off her SatAM design, as well as a hybrid of what the design that you see with the person walking around in costume, or that you've seen online when you would look up Sally, and when you would Google or bit or when you would use Google or Bing to look up Sally and then add in the words Sonic, Sydney, and all that. So pretty cool. Again, design's really nice and everything. Button eyes right here. Again, very close to her SatAM look and everything. So I like that. I really like that. I know some people would have a little issue with, okay, why is the hair like this instead of more poofed out? I think it's because of the fact that, you know, if it was more poofed out, it'd be, you know, a little more. I don't know. I don't know. I think a little. I think they just. I don't know. That's the thing about plushes and figures based on characters. They don't always, you know, straight up match, you know, certain aspects. I mean, Sally here is a good close second to doing that. I mean, really, really nice, you know, similarities to her SatAM and comic book counterpart. So I like that. So yeah, so overall they went all out with her. And again, in case you guys want to know if she's a Sega related product, it says it, you know, right there. It says, you know, copyright of Sega, you know, right there. It says 1997 Sega, and right here, I don't know. I've just noticed this for the first time. You could tell with a tag with her picture maybe in SegaWorld. The SegaWorld tag would be with like her picture or something like that on there. It'd be like right there. But overall, it's a nice. To me, it's a nice addition to the collection. Yes, it is going to. If you are able to find her online, like through eBay and all that, it is going to. It is going to cost you quite an amount of money. I mean, it's one of those kind of collectibles that, you know, as some people say about like certain video games and other stuff, it's going to set you back a lot. But if you have the money, go for it. I'd say go for it. But overall, not too bad. And I'm just really happy to have it. And no, just to emphasize, because people always ask me this, no, she is not for sale. I spent way too much money on eBay getting her when I did. Because like I've said before, long story short, when this came onto eBay, I had the money and God was telling me, look, you know, you have the money, get it. And that's what I did. You know, I waited, I kept bidding, I kept my eye on it. And almost at the last second, that's when I put in the final bid. Or last minute and second, I put in the final bid and I got her. So really happy to have her. And I've had her since about 2006, 2007. So that's a long time. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and give you guys a bit of a more updated review on the SegaWorld Sally plush that I got off eBay for $250 something. Again, if you are able to find her, it may cost you quite a bit to try to own whether it's a puppet version or any kind of merchandise, but mostly when it comes to the plushes, it's gonna cost you some money. But that's all I'm gonna say, though, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this updated review, hopefully in 4K. And I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care. I'm out.